Welcome to Cameron House Marina. I'm Ruben from Marine Sales Scotland. We have the latest addition to the Quicksilver model range. This is the brand new Admiral Edition Quicksilver 625 Pilothouse. So the boat is fitted with the Smart Pack, and also with it being a special edition, we have fitted the largest engine option available onto the back of it. So it's powered by a Mercury 154-stroke outboard, up to 5 years warranty included with that. Now typically you'll see these in the market powered by a 100 or a 115. They're normally priced at the same price point, so this does represent excellent value for money, especially with all the gear and the package that you get with it. Where a 115 or a 100 goes wrong is in the sense that if you have a full fuel tank, you've got your deadbait lockers full of ice or water, you have all your fishing tackle on board, and then you have 4 or 5 of your heavier friends on the back of the boat, that will severely impact the time to plane if you have a 115 on the back, and it's just not powerful enough. So with the 150, it responds better on the throttle, performance is better, handling is also much better. Just quickly, if we nip at the back again, we've got this faucet here. That is our raw water washdown, so you can plug a garden hose fitting into that. There's a water pump, a 12-volt water pump inside the bilge of the boat, and that draws water in from the outside. Means if you get this dirty, you can just rinse it down like so at the touch of a button. It's finished in Admiral Blue, so the custom hull wrap here, the Go Faster stripe, and then also that beautiful sparkling hull band that you saw at the beginning of the video when the sun was shining. Full walk round capability on both port and starboard side. Also grab rails on the roof that are mounted for your convenience, so you can maintain your 3 points of contact at all time. VHF aerial, all round nav light, and then you have a remote controlled spotlight that will move 360 degrees. It also has tilt up and down, so if you drop something in the water you can catch up with it at night time. Nav lights at the bow, and then a break in the guardrail, and that means that someone can get round there. They can throw the anchor off as a fixation point within that locker, or you can then cast a line out to do a spot of fishing. It's heavily orientated around offshore fishing trips, especially the deck out here. Now this is covered in non-skid, it's one single level and it is all self-draining, and look at the volume of space that you have out here. So you can have all 4 of your rods out. You can maybe drill into the hull if you want, into the top sides here, and get another few rod holders that are facing out the way, so you could have 6 or 8 lines out at any one time. You've got your deadbait lockers underneath here, and then in here lives the fuel tank and also the raw water pump. Now if we look, both port and starboard sides have moulded into the deck and drilled into the deck, these tow rails. So that means we can fixate our feet, keep our centre of gravity low. If we're then reaching across, we're gaffing a fish, we're netting a fish, we're pulling something back on board onto the boat, keeps our centre of gravity low, make sure that no nasty accidents happen where you go for an unexpected swim. Rod holders, 1 here, 2 here, they actually go into about here on the vessel, so they go through the thickness of the boat. Deadbait lockers, we've got 1 on either side, and to activate it and to pull it, we just take this out, and that's it. That draws in water from the outside, so you can keep your fish in there nice and happy swimming around. Moving both of the cushions off of the port aft quarter, that reveals our aerated fish locker. So that works off the same water pump as the raw water deck wash. Water is expelled through this faucet here, fills up to a certain level in the tank. Once it reaches the top of the funnel where the filter is, it then uses gravity to draw back out. So that will keep your fish nice and fresh and swimming around and alive. It probably will also keep your beers cold if the water temperature is cold enough. Get that back on. And this here. Now when you're fed up of fishing, you're done, you can pull the seat out, and that will give your guests and the crew somewhere to sit and relax, especially when you go and put the table in. Alfresco summertime dining. The table's nice and sturdy. It also has this non-skid effect on it, so that whatever you put on it, the items aren't going to slip off. If you do spill beer, juice, water, whatever it is on it, it won't pull, because you have these channels at 3 points on the table, which will then allow it to drain onto the deck, and then from the deck out over to sea. Glass sliding patio door. Just above that we have our white nighttime spotlight. Let's take a look inside. So the 625, this is the predecessor to that, the 605 Pilothouse. That had a portside entrance, so by coming in centre in between the two seats, and also by then overhanging the roof slightly further, you see that has a flat windshield. This one is curved and angled slightly forward. By moving the whole cockpit slightly forward on the boat, we've got a lot more space in here. Loads of natural light coming in through the windows, single piece windshield, and on the port side as well. That will open, and also the roof hatch as well will open. But you do have a blind for that, and then clearly, as you can see, included in the Smart Pack, curtains for all of these sections here, and also at the back. Fixed port side seat, fixed starboard side helm position. Bolster will move up and down. There is a plate that will go into the groove there. That also makes up the double bed, which we'll come on to in a minute, but it also then gives the pilot, if they are a wee bit vertically challenged, let's put it nicely, it gives them something to stand on so they can see out and over the dash. Kit wise, so the vessel has active trim. That will save you over your lifetime 25% fuel burn. It uses GPS to automatically trim the boat up and down. If you're going along at say 3000 RPM, it will trim the boat to give you optimal fuel consumption, and then when you go into a turn, it will naturally and automatically trim the boat back down again, so you get maximum grip in the water. That is a control for the spotlight above, horn, bilge pumps, nav and anchor lights, windscreen wiper, and then windscreen washers. Boat is fitted with SmartCraft, so there are your gauges there, tachometer and then speedometer. With your SmartCraft, you can find out your fuel consumption, your engine oil temperature, your engine oil pressure, things like that and so on. Then we have a Lowrance fish finder, and then just above we've fitted a VHF. Plenty of space if someone wants to put something else in here. If you want to get a bit more nav, you can do that. Blanking plate here, and then lots of space in behind to get the wiring in. Now there's a small porthole just there at the lip of the superstructure. If we look back, we can put in plates and grates in here, and we can actually turn this into a triple helm position. That wasn't an option on the 605. It's a very welcomed option on the 625. 3 pairs of eyes is better than one. Shut the door across. And what an excellent, refined and element-proof area this is to relax and enjoy the view. Then by taking off the extra backrest here, we can drop in the cushions to turn this into a big double bed, so someone over 6 feet in length will be able to lie head to toe in this section here. It's rated for 2 people. I had a few weeks ago a family of 4 come down. There was space for the 2 adults and the 2 kids, and still plenty of space to get the family dog in as well. Underneath all of these we have storage. So that is the Quicksilver mooring pack, ropes, fenders and also fender socks as well. Plate goes over the top of that, you can see that's in a bulkhead. Same with this side here, this side's actually very nice and deep. And then this, we just have a plate that lies on top for the filler cushion. And you can see there's a small lip so you can push your items down into there and they will stay in place. More storage in there, and then also if we lift this up, you can see a dry bilge underneath with plenty of space for wetsuits and the likes of those sort of things. So massively upgraded in comparison to this little fella here. So we will look at all part exchanges and all deals. We will consider them for all of our brand new boats, including this. So that's across the entire Regal, Quicksilver, Bayliner, Beneteau range. We'll look at every single part exchange. If you want to part exchange your kidneys, you only really need one of them. Your least favourite child, boats, bikes, frying pans, cars, all of it, we will consider it. Give us a call for unbeatable deals across the entire range of brand new boats that we do. This was the 625 Admiral Edition. I'm Ruben from Marine Sales Scotland, where fun in the water begins.